Hello. It's Monday, the 26th of May, 2025. Welcome to the channel, The Fifth Guardian. I'm your host, Tony Hunt, where today I'll be player of games. But as always, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is all about competing in multiple series of mostly motorsports within Real Racing 3 update 13.4, and this is part 4 of that mini series. It is a bit of a weird update, this one. I will say that. It's all just a bit weird. So yeah, we had some flash sales over the weekend. I did do a brief stream on Saturday just to go through the discounts. The discounts weren't big, but there were some cars that, even though the discounts weren't big, they were worthwhile doing just to do with the gold you had the potential of earning back. So tonight we're going to be focusing on racing those cars predominantly, not completely, and we'll have a look at some other bits and pieces as well. Aaron C. John in the YouTube chat says, hello, hello, Aaron, welcome along. Good to see you. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hello in the chat. Now, let's get a little bit of game audio. Now, I'll be honest, I am a bit tired this evening, so we'll see how we get on. It's been a long day today. I think the first thing to know is in the game, I opened up 2 exclusive series. I didn't do too much race in the background, just got them to a position where I can earn some gold by hitting the 25% mark. Interestingly enough, it's actually very easy to hit the $M total with the sports cars because there's just so much to do. In fact, if you're focusing on maximizing your $M. So when you hit the $M cap, you stop. There's a real possibility of not earning gold every day because there's that much of a gap between, say, getting to 25% and 50%. But that's just part of the course, I'm afraid. Yeah, so it might be a bit of a long one today. Aaron C. Jones says, because today was 170% R dollar bonus, I have earned 1.8 million R dollars in one race. Okay, very good. Well done. I haven't done any of that myself. I'm not exactly short of a few R dollars. Gold's a different story, but we're building it back up again. Currently sitting at 842 gold. Now I'm just umming and ahhing where to start. Where do I start? Let's start with the McLaren because we might earn quite some decent gold. Now, in fairness, I've only got a couple of races to do, so let's have a look. I'm going to do my best to avoid doing any of these short ones. So to hit 25% in this series, my intention is to do the elimination. So let's give it a go. Let's see how we get on. Now, it is one of my least favourite tracks. Any Formula E track is my least favourite track. They're narrow. They're not particularly built for good racing, in my humble opinion. And obviously, as you see there, barriers all over the place. And with fast cars, it is quite hard to get a handle for these tracks. So there we go. I got to first, but to be perfectly honest with you, it was by crook, using the car in front as brakes. Now, I'm definitely not a fan of these tracks. Indeed, I've even now dropped back to second. to have a car around this circuit like this is a bit silly if you compare them to the speeds and acceleration of the Formula E's. There's just no comparison. So at least I've got a podium. I'd prefer not to do this one event at this one event again, so I'll do my best to finish first. You see that I'm just struggling. The computer opponents are so much more confident on the late braking than what I am. Go. Okay, so there we go, did that. It's been a long time since I've had to worry about our dollars. It's been a very long time since I've had to worry about our dollars. Right, okay, but there we go, first. Plenty of durability left, but we're not going to worry about that because we're going to go straight. There we go, 25%, 25 gold, 50,000 R dollars. Taking the gold total up to 867. So I'm going to leave that series now and go straight to the car's other series, which I can't remember where it is. I think it's in Legend. I almost said Elite. So on to No Limits. Now, No Limits I'm not going to be able to complete because the Showcase series is for a car that I don't currently own. But I can complete the rest of the series in preparation for when there's another opportunity to win the Ferrari, I think it's the XXK Evo. But let's do the Grand Prix circuit at Silverstone Cup race. Only 4 laps, so there might be some durability left on the car, but we're not going to carry on racing it. We're just going to do we're just going to do the bare minimum today because it's today's all about earning gold because I'll be spending some more gold tomorrow. There we go, into 21st out of 22nd, not the best of starts. Pause that there. Pause that there. Let me just... There we go. And let's carry on racing. So where am I? I'm in 9th. Pretty sure I can push up from there. Into 8th. Into 7th. Take the car on the outside. Into 6th. Use the full width of the track. I'm going to take this car on the inside. There we go. Into 5th. Now I do like this car. It's pretty good. It is very fast. But the brakes are pretty good and the grip is also very good. So it's a good balanced car. You do need to brake a little bit earlier, but that's only due to the top speed this car has. But I'm already in 4th place, and with another 3 laps to go, that's a car a lap to get first. And they're pretty good odds. There we go, already into 3rd. Round the corner, there we go, into second. I've got 2.5 laps to overtake first. There we go, into first. All before the end of lap 2. So whereas I don't like the Formula E tracks, I do like Silverstone. Right on the edge of braking just there, but it was good enough. That's 2 laps down. Look at the lap though, 125. Wow, what a fast car. Almost feels as good as the Formula 1 cars around this track. Obviously it isn't. I think it's about 5 seconds off the pace, but it's still pretty good. Right on the edge in terms of grip just there. Here we go. Let's see if we can do better than a 125. Yeah, a 123, only just into the 123s. Lost it there, and the messy final lap. Patching back markers, 900 yards ahead of second. Oops. Might need Eric the engineer to do a bit of body work after the race. It is all he's good for. There we go, that is the first car down and 2 races across 2 series completed. So that's the end of No Limits for the moment, because the only races now available are for the Ferrari showcase races, and as I don't own that car, can't complete them. Haven't use the durability in the car, but I'm going to leave the car there for today. Hopefully the car will be back tomorrow. It will be back in its exclusive series, and fingers crossed, hopefully be in a position to take that exclusive series to 50% and earn 50 gold. If we do that, That will help in our quest back up to 1,000. But there's a possibility of spending some gold tomorrow, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Right, so that's the McLaren done. Next, on to the Porsche Mission R. Now, let me just have a quick look before I decide what I'm doing, because I just want to have a look. Oh no, it's not that one. It's I hate it when it does that. It's Endurance GT Racing. Okay, so I'm hoping to take this series all the way to completion, which is 31 gold. And I've got, yeah, I've got some work to be done there. Man, I'm thirsty today. But I'm not going to start there. Instead, I'm going to start with the exclusive series. Now, I think what I'm going to start with, I'm going to try and avoid the very quick races for the time being. So let's start with in tier 2 elimination around the short track at Porsche test track. Let's see how we get on. So technically this is classed as a motorsports car. So N dollars to be earned. Now, haven't done any racing today, so this will be my first set of N dollars to be earned. And I've got this car and then the Duqueine or Duqueine. So it's gold, gold, gold earning today. Right, I'm already in first. Wasn't even thinking. Now this car is also pretty fast, as a lot of the electric cars are. But unlike some of the other Porsche electric cars, the braking on this is okay. As is the handling. Might be something to do with the great big massive spoiler on the back of this one. There we go. That's well in the lead. 4 cars left in the race and over 200 yards ahead of second. And I'm on the podium. Okay. 2 cars left in the battle, 400 yards ahead of second. It's looking good for a victory. Don't think this will take me above 25% though, so I do need to do another race in the exclusive series. And there we go. Now it probably will end up being a short stream today, but it will be at least an hour long, I think. But in that compacted time, there will be quite a significant amount of gold earned, having already earned 25 gold so far. And there we go, 24%. I'm going to do another elimination. There we go. So tier 6, the Hockenheimring, sorry, the national circuit at Hockenheimring. Let's go for it. There we go. Into fifth. I did think about cutting the corner off, but then I thought better about it. So I might sneak behind this guy. There we go. Into fourth. 7 opponents remain on track. Or rather 7 competitors, including myself. There we go. Into third. On the podium. See if we can stay there now. There we go. Into second. Just stay behind first for the time being. There we go. Into first. Again, 2 great cars to drive so far tonight. No complaints here. Oh, a little bit of a skid there. There we go. Only 2 races left. And I'm 300 yards ahead of the other one. So looking like first place and hitting 25%, and therefore an additional reward just as well, because I'm just about to go off track. There we go. Mm. $23,600 earned. Still got half durability left. That should be enough to complete the other series. 25% hit. I think it's only 8 gold though from memory. There we go, 8 gold. Okay, so that's the end of racing in that series. It will be back tomorrow. I don't think I'll be hitting 50% though. But yeah, that's okay. 875 gold now earned. So out of road collection, into motorsports, across into endurance GT racing, and into the Porsche Mission R Cup. Tier 19, let's start with autocross. 36 seconds. Okay, let's see how we get on. Okay, well, that's a good start. Autocross completed. 2 seconds quicker than second. Okay. So, one chance, I think, realistically, to get not endurance elimination completed. But based on tonight's performance, We've got 2 out of 2 in terms of elimination. So let's see if we can make it 3 out of 3. There we go. Slowly does it. Slowly does it. Oof. Into first. There we go. Josu enters the chat and says, hello. Hello, Josu. Welcome along again. Good to see you. Okay, so only 5 races left. 100 yards ahead of second. Elimination means a car is eliminated from last place every 20 seconds. So just don't be in last place and you carry on till the end. There we go. 3 cars left in the mix. 200 yards ahead of second. There we go. Victory. Boy, do I need my water today. Okay, so 28,350 already on the board. 11,800 earned for the elimination. 40,150 earned. 1 open race left, and we still have durability. There is also a time trial, but I can complete the time trial even if the car has negative durability. Any issues? Well, yes. The last 2 races are around Le Mans. And the Cup is 6 laps. So that's a long race. Whew. Nevertheless, let's do it. Let's get it done. So 30 minutes into the stream, this race alone will be 18 minutes maybe. See how we get on. Try my best to keep things clean. Although it doesn't help when that driver literally just cuts across me. Okay, up into 7th. You can see all cars in front of me from a visual perspective. Just got to keep in contact with them. Okay. almost clean, I'd say that was. Into third. Aaron C. John says, almost 12 a.m. here. Thankfully, no class tomorrow. Oh, right, okay. Very good. Lucky you. I, however, do have work in the morning. And yeah, it's been a strange day today. I haven't really done anything energetic today. At least I don't feel I have, but I feel physically tired today. Anyway, look at that, already in first place. Did it relatively cleanly for me. I do like this car. It's nice and grippy, quick acceleration. Brakes are reasonable. So yeah, again, another well-rounded car. Nicely balanced between speed, grip and brakes. There we go, you see, 1 lap down already, and 3 minutes have gone. So it literally will be an 18-minute race. There you are, pushing it to the edge. For me, anyway. Nice car, the Mission R. Nice car. Definitely the better electric car manufactured by Porsche, I'd say, at least in this game. The Taycan Turbo S and the Taycan Turbo RS are not the best. But the RS is better than the S. Is it the RS or is it the GT? Might be the GT, can't remember now. Anyway, the Turbo S is dire, but the other car in the series it's in, pretty good, and this one is fabulous. There we go. The thing I do notice about the electric cars in general is they do tend to hit their top speed very quickly, and they don't tend to be like 10 miles per hour off the top speed. They do tend to hit their top speed, but then that's it. It's just like the acceleration just dies completely. There's a lot of the petrol engines, they very quickly get up to like 3/4 of their top speeds, and then it's a little bit of an effort to get all the way up to pretty close to the top speed. And obviously that's got to be a feature of the difference between electric engines and petrol or gasoline engines. When when you drive a car like this, it does make you think, why is braking so bad on some of the other electric cars? And we got quite a bit of a lead here, 1,400 yards over second. Well, I did say it might get a bit boring, and boy, this is the problem with Le Mans. Did I brake too late there? Almost. There we go. So 256 in first place, 1,750 yards and a bit more ahead of second. A little bit off track there. Game Driller enters the chat. Welcome along. Thanks for watching and thanks for saying, well, you didn't quite say hello in the chat, but welcome along anyway. There we go. So we're just over halfway through this particular cup, easily in the lead, 2,400 yards ahead of second. Not entirely sure if we're going to catch back markers. It's such a long lap. we go. Just about. Not the best. Good enough. Yep, I do like this car. Another thumbs up for an electric car again. Another 2:56. Penultimate lap. And I'm off again. Always in that corner. And Game Driller says hello in the chat again. Well, hello back. There we go. That's penultimate lap. Now 3,300 yards ahead of second. I did say it being Le Mans, it being 6 laps, it would be a bit boring. So I don't normally like racing Le Mans on streams. It is a boring lap. Well, as needs must, seems that there's gold on the table. You've got to do what needs to be done to win gold. Oh, a little bit, ooh, almost too late there. Okay, look at that, we did indeed catch back markers and set a slightly quicker lap time, 2:55. For some reason I've lost the ability to do that little chicane though. Well, it's more of an S curve, isn't it, really? There we go, another back marker lapped. Final lap, 3,700 yards ahead of second. The win looks in the bag. There we go, that's third of the final lap completed. Probably a terrible combination, though, in terms of excitement or lack of excitement. Le Mans and a very silent electric car. Had to cut the corner there. It didn't want to smash into the back marker. Okay, 2/3 of the lap down. Final third. A little bit on the edge there. I think I braked just a bit too late here as well. There we go. Getting a little bit ragged on this final lap. Here we go. Oh, completed. Race completed. One more race before I get 100% completion. Look at that. One race has earned 130,000 dollars. My word, it's easy, isn't it, to hit the $M cap? And I've only done 3 races. Well, 4 races. Well, actually 5. 5 $M races. And we're almost there at the 250,000 $M limit. The car does need servicing, but the only race left is a time trial, unfortunately, around Le Mans again. So, let's get it done. This will be a little bit slower. Just need to pause it just for a second. Back in 10 seconds. Now, as I'm not bothered about setting a fast lap, I'm just going to go round pretty steadily, especially at the beginning, where I have been prone to going off track, which obviously you can't do on a time trial. Aaron C. John says 8,700 fame points for 6 laps around Le Mans is scandalous, or well, he's put a scam, but yes, it's scandalous. But hey, it's what we've come to learn and understand sometimes from Real Racing 3. Nevertheless, I'm coming up to 2/3 of the way around the lap. No errors yet. It's just about doing a clean lap for me. Not too bothered about the time. $31 gold awaits if it's a clean lap. I mean, you can see how much slower I am. 2:54 was about the best I did in the previous race. Alright, here we go. A final bit. Just tiptoe around. Don't want to make any mistakes. There we go. Shocking a lap time, but it doesn't matter. It gets marked as completed. And that will mean 100% completion of this series and some more gold. $31 gold to be exact. Total taken up to 906 gold. We'll put the car now into service, ready for tomorrow. The car will be back in its exclusive series. Right, okay, so that is 2 cars down, and in total 4 series down. We move on to another Motorsports series, this time the Track Beast Duqueine or Duqueine. 73% we've got here. 22 gold to be earned. I reckon I should be able to do all 3 of those. Let's have a think about this. Yeah, we should be able to do all 3. And if not hit the cap, but we'll be pretty close to it, I think. So we'll start off with the speed record at Lime Rock Park. I think what I'm going to do is just get round it, see what we can do. Wow. Already got first. That was a bit weird. Did anyone else think that was a bit weird? I mean, look, I've easily done it. That wasn't even close. That was well weird. Nevertheless, first is first. Fingers crossed. Some more gold. 22,000 dollars. 22 gold, taking the total to 928. So this is pretty much turning into a stream on how to do the 250,000 dollars in, well, just over an hour. White Pro enters the chat and says hi. Hi. Welcome along. Thanks for watching. Thanks for saying hi in the chat. Good to see you again. Next up, Speed Snap. So I reckon finishing off with a 4 laps around Mount Panorama will take me very close to the daily target or daily cap of 250,000 dollars. Now I did actually mess up there. I don't know if you saw as I went into the corner. I did turn a bit too wide and it slowed my speed down, but it was still enough to get first. 143 miles per hour, 2 miles per hour faster than second place. 60,000 dollars left to earn today. Now you can see how easily it is not to go from one percentage earn position to the next. There's just too many dollars to be earned. Okay, so Mount Panorama Cup, 4 laps, minimum PR required 90.1. My car sits at 91.9. It does suggest I won't be able to take this series to 100% without upgrading, and I'm going to avoid doing upgrades now on this car for the moment. But hopefully that's still enough to win the cup in 4 laps. I do feel I've probably got to get a move on there around here. Looking to 9. I feel I've gone down the wrong side though. I wanted the inside. So I'm going down the outside, a little bit of a bump there. Into 6th. Into 5th. Fourth, relatively safely. But the inside line, I reckon I can get 3rd here. There we go. There we go. First lap down, 3rd, 3 laps remaining, 2 cars to overtake. I'll take that. Might even get 1 here. There we go, into 2nd. Get first here, there we go. Did slide to readjust so I didn't hit the barrier. So White Pro has put about my Bentley GT3, which they earned last week, I think it was. It might have been the week before. I have it now at 21 out of 27 26 upgrades on it. Very good. And Khalid Kongwi says, hello, Mr. Racer. Well, hello. Welcome along. Good to see you again. Oh, hello. Whee. Always have that little bit of a problem when I brake and I forget where I am. Or rather, when I pause the game and then go back to it. But we're still in first. We're ahead by 200 yards. Now, I do think I can actually brake quite late into this corner. So I'm going to brake slightly after it. I reckon about there. That could have actually braked a little bit later than that. Wouldn't do that with most cars around this circuit. Would have definitely flown off and hit the barrier, but not with this car. It's, I'd say acceleration wise it's not the best. It hasn't got a brilliant top speed, but good grief, is it grippy and does it not brake well? It really does. For this sort of car, you have to really be good in the corners, because it's not going to win you any races in the straights, that's for sure. But again, 3 excellent cars to be racing around all the different tracks. There we go, so that is the penultimate lap done. In first place, 550 yards ahead of second. Last lap. This will probably come close now to maxing out my M dollar total for today. I'll be very close to that 250,000 M dollar cap. Daisy. So I was just reading Khalid's follow-up chat that said stay focused. Good advice, good advice. But always remember, it's just a bit of fun. So even if I do hit the barriers, it doesn't matter too much. But overall, I think I've done pretty well today. Every single race I've had, I've come first. Earned lots of gold. And in fairness, I'm probably summing up quite nicely. And bearing in mind, this is only the 4th stream of this new release. Frankly, how boring this update is. Because there's not a lot of racing, and all the racing is coming from other series, not new to this game. And there we are, look at that. Pretty close to the 250,000 limit. Hitting 235,000 dollars for today. 3 million in total. Car needs servicing. Happy with that. Taken my total for today to 928 gold. This series will probably be back tomorrow. I can do tier 17, so we might have a go at that. If we come out now, so that's all the racing I'd got planned for today. Let me just do, though, a quick review of what's coming up. So the online multiplayer tournament does end today. I haven't been brilliant with the Formula E cars. I just haven't got on with them. So I'll just accept my 6 gold reward pretty graciously as well. Um, Weekly time trial. I haven't done too badly on this. I do have the car fully upgraded. The car being the Aston Martin Vulcan AMR Pro. I've easily placed it into Group C, so I'll be getting 50 gold reward on Wednesday. Again, as quite often I've been doing in recent times, just a little bit short of getting into Group B, but I'm happy with that effort. um, Obviously, in terms of the events that we've got open at the moment, we've got Race to the Zenith. So that will be done a week on Wednesday and Thursday. In other words, next week on Wednesday and Thursday. Possibly Friday as well. It depends. I believe it's only 5. Yeah, there you go. It says 5-day event, so it's only 5 stages. So I think because it'd be an $M car, I'll probably end up having to do it over 2 days, which is fine. The Lamborghini Huracan STO Limited Series, I believe that was released yesterday. So I'll be looking to do that in 2 parts, as I do tend to do normal limited series. My expectation is there'll be a day's worth of free servicing on this car. And so what I'll do is I'll split up um, that series over 2 streams, and those streams will be on Thursday and Friday, with obviously the Friday stream being earlier than the Thursday stream to take advantage of the 24-hour free servicing I'm expecting to get. Yeah, so that's what we've got coming up. Tomorrow it will be more of the same because we still do have excuse me, 2 exclusive series to potentially earn some gold in. In addition, we'll have a new weekly time trial and a new online multiplayer tournament. In addition, there'll be some cars available with discounts on them. And you never know, I might be interested in upgrading one. So that's all in tomorrow's stream. Max Verstappen enters the chat and says, "Hey, congratulations on your 4th place yesterday. I thought that was well earned. Well earned." Now, I don't know what everyone thinks about Monaco. For some reason, Monaco is considered one of the best Formula One events in the calendar. I think it's boring. Everything is really decided on the Saturday. And yeah, so I'm not a big fan of Monaco. So Max finishing 4th, well done, well done. Right, there we go. So that's the end of the stream for today. As I said, we'll be back tomorrow. The stream will hopefully be a little bit earlier tomorrow. As I said, it's been a long day today. Okay, there we go. Now, I appreciate at the moment there's not a lot of new series in the game, so it's not brilliant. But hopefully we've been able to keep your interest there with 2 existing cars having been fully upgraded and being available to race in exclusive series. And I'd actually say all 3 cars that I raced tonight were pretty spectacular cars. Fast, grippy, and half decent brakes. All 3 cars pretty much well balanced. Now, the final car, the Duqueine, probably pronounced it wrong, w- is lacking a little bit of acceleration and therefore top speed as well. But overall, all 3 cars pretty half decent. So a fun evening of racing. But you'll see there in just over 1 hour, 10 minutes, I've almost hit my $M cap in terms of earnings available for the day, which is 250,000. I've got it as far as 235,000. So that's how easy it is to hit that cap on a daily basis if you so desire. And that will be our focus over the next couple of days. And Max Verstappen has indeed agreed, saying it was a boring race. Well, I'm glad you didn't fall asleep at the wheel. That's all I can say. It's a little bit like driving Le Mans. I find Le Mans boring to drive around, but that's just me. Anyway, there we go. That's the end of the stream. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for all the comments in the chat. If you did like this video, I'd be very grateful if you could give it a thumbs up or a like. And if you'd like to see more of this type of content, then please subscribe to the channel, The Fifth Guardian, on YouTube, or give the channel, The Fifth Guardian, a follow on Rumble. I hope whatever is left of your day is a very, very good one, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Until then, thank you and goodbye.